welcome to What's the Buzz? I'm Alisha Davis in New York. Now with killer dance moves, a good beat, and a handful of the hottest celebrities, Dancing with the Stars is back this season and they are in full swing. And if you've ever dreamed that you could get those rock hard abs and all the sparkle and glam that your favorite contestants have, well, now's your chance. The hit show has partnered with HarperCollins to release a new behind-the-scenes look and workout guide titled Dancing with the Stars, Jive, Samba, and Tango your way into the best shape of your life. Now for more on this and the brand new season of Dancing with the Stars, we're so happy to be joined by Joey Lawerence, actor and former contestant on the show, and Elena Grinenko, a dancer with the show. Thank you guys so much for being here. So first of all, tell us about the book. Exciting little behind-the-scenes tidbits, good workouts. What's going on here?
Yeah, it's kind of it's a great little catalog of photos and pictures and quotes, all behind the scenes stuff that you've never seen on the show. You know, makeup tables and things that go on behind the scenes of the show, all the craziness. And then at the end of it, the second half of the book is a kind of a detailed at-home workout, simple, that you can do. Sort of opens you up and introduces everyone at home to kind of the world of dance, basic moves, steps, workouts to build your core and kind of start to get in shape. Sort of it's a great like coffee table book, and also you can pick it up and use it. It's kind of neat.
They break it down for you, so pretty much it's like what you see on TV. It's all this glamour of dancing and all those crazy routines that people would look at it and go, oh, I won't be able to do that. That's not for me. I mean, it's all great, but this book, what it does is it breaks it down to simple things of what we go through as far as the stretching and the very simple moves that every dancer does, and anybody could do that at home in front of the mirror, and that's what makes it fun.
How fun and it's a terrific workout because you lost weight on the show, right?
I did, and I didn't even want to. You know what I mean? I mean, I wasn't overweight going into the show, and I even lost like 12, 13 pounds. So it's amazing. It really is one of the best things that you can do to change your body and kind of get that shape that everyone sort of wants, which is, you're not going to be some workout freak or fitness freak, but you will absolutely attain a healthy looking physique, which I think is everyone's ideal goal and more real than trying to go to a gym and work out and change your body and build these incredible muscles. It's really not about that, but it's about your core, about your abs and your legs and having that natural, beautiful shape that kind of everybody wants.
And you get to do it while you're having fun.
And you get to do it while it's not like getting in the car, driving to the gym, trying to put together one of those at-home contraptions with 14 pages of directions, and you're like, what's going on? I mean, it's taking me 3 weeks. I haven't done anything.
So. I would say, everybody loves to listen to the music. So whether you're a dancer or not a dancer or a lawyer or whatever it is you do, once you hear the tune that you would like to move. Yep. And that's what makes dancing workout much more fun than just a regular gym, because you want to move anyway to your favorite beat of music, so you just pump it up, go and flex those abs.
and you get to learn these fantastic moves. I mean, I have to ask you, have you been dancing since? You were terrific on the show, by the way.
Thanks.
Terrific on the show. And I mean, have you been keeping up the dancing?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's been certain things they've wanted Edith and I to do, so we've gone and done some personal appearances. There's also been, 2 nationwide tours, and we just had one over the summer with myself and Joey Fatone and Joey McIntyre and Drew Lachey, who won season 2, and we're going to go back out again this fall. So it's been an amazing ride. I mean, I never thought in a million years that I'd be spending 6 months a year dancing.
Okay.
But
now
this
you're
last,
not going to get rid of it.
But this last year, it's really been 8 months out of the year. I mean, it's been just amazing, and you sort of get addicted to it in a way because it is so much fun. It is such a great workout that you kind of get used to being able to eat whatever you want and do anything you know what I mean? Because you're just working out 2-3 hours every single day and burning calories like you could never burn on a treadmill or a pre-core, any one of those type of machines.
Because you're not going to run on a treadmill for 3 hours.
Yeah, no, it's
dancing,
just impossible. But you really can do it.
You could do 4 hours and
fun.
Still enjoy it. I mean, you can get tired, but you're still so much into it.
And it's the whole body.
Treadmill is just like, oh my God, when is it going to be over? You're like looking, it's like, okay, 29 minutes. Let's push
one more song on the iPod. I'm done.
Yeah, that's it.
But it really is, and it's the whole body. Your whole body is involved, from your legs to your butt to your abs to your back and your arms, and that's what speeds the metabolism up and allows the calories to burn a lot quicker than if you're just doing one specific exercise, working out your biceps or something like that.
Right, right. And now we got to talk about the show as well. So have you been watching so far this season? Because this week it all kicked off.
Yeah,
and I think it's fantastic.
Yeah,
I think the contestants are great. Who do you guys like?
Well,
I like out of the girls, I would not gonna go by names. I go like a cheetah girl.
Yeah, the cheetah girl. Yeah, she
Sabrina,
had it. She
yeah.
had it
Scary
going on.
Spice.
She had it going on. Scary, the Spice Girl. So the cheetah girl,
She
the
was
Spice
good.
Girl. No.
And Jane Seymour, but she did a standard dancing, so she was really, really elegant
Sort of
and
Marie
like
Osmond, right?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sort of have. I think the women this year. I think initially premiered.
We get finally a girl to win.
Yeah,
Yay.
I mean it's been a long time since girls have really been sort of in the running, even in the top 3 really.
Yeah.
So, but it looks like this year that could be very possible.
I think that
We probably
you're
might
right.
even have 2 girls in the final.
It's really possible you could have 2 girls in the final for the first time ever, which would be kind of cool to see. After
fun.
4 years. So.
And what did you think of the men? Any of them that you like?
Men were good.
Yeah, I like the guy. I just don't know his name. The guy, the car racer guy.
Oh, Elio.
Elio,
Yeah. I think he was the best out of all the guys.
I do as well. I do as well. He seemed to have kind of, the most secure feet out there, and for an opening night, that's really hard to do.
Which is actually kind of surprising.
Yeah.
You would think a car racing guy, and then
He kind of sits
moves
there all
very
day. He doesn't even move
gracefully,
around too much, But he was
And then he
very
gets
kind
up
of
and he's
graceful out there. Yeah, he was
fantastic, yeah.
graceful out there, and they had a real nice little routine. And he could absolutely go somewhere and grow as the weeks go on. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now since I've got 2 behind-the-scenes people sitting right here, what is the toughest part about doing the show and doing the dances?
Well, for us, I mean, for the non-pros, it's just, getting thrown in that fire and having to learn to do a tango and perform a tango to specific beats and measures in 72 hours when you've never even really seen a tango. I mean, you sort of see it maybe in True Lies or a couple other movies, and that's about it. And then all of a sudden you're doing it, and it's so foreign to your body. There's no memory retention that you can pull on. It isn't even like riding a bike. There's nothing you've ever done like this. It's associating with simply like trying to play the drums for the first time or patting your stomach and rubbing your head. It's because your feet are doing and are on a totally different time than your arms. They're moving twice as fast sometimes as your arms, and for the men, we have to lead the women around. I mean, it isn't one of those things. Whereas, if you're with a Max or somebody like this, being a female, if they spin you around, or you're off, they can grab you and put you where you got to be. But the guys actually have to lead. So if we don't catch our partner, if we don't spin them right when they have to be spun, the whole thing could fall apart. So it's just that fish out of water, like, what am I doing, and trying to find a way to perform it all at the end of the day, not just go out there and finish it, because finishing it makes you look awkward. You have to actually go out there and look like you're not thinking about the moves anymore. It's about the whole piece and performing it, and that's the hardest thing.
Well, you did it really, really well.
Oh, thanks a lot.
And I've got to ask you, so what's the hardest part for you?
As far as the pros, I mean, we're all used to teaching. This is kind of something that we do for a living, but the pressure of having a limited time and make a person basically have literally 4 days for a dance, because the other 2 are performances, days, and then you get the camera blocking. So you have 4 days to complete the whole thing, and the pressure of time and actually making the person to remember, it's like you wish you could just give them part of your brain so they can just go ahead and do it. And that's the most difficult part, because when they not getting it and the time is pressing, you get really like, ugh.
Yeah. And the pros have to choreograph everything too. It's not just a matter of, we don't know what the music is. You get the music and the dance the night after you make it. So you get it, and that's Thursday morning, and you have to camera block it Monday as a set routine. I mean, there is no changing it after that. So you think about that. I mean, they don't have any idea what the music is going to be till Thursday morning, nor the dance, and they have to put the entire routine together, first off, figure it out timing-wise to the music, and then try to teach somebody who's never done that dance, never.
And then while you're teaching, it could change, because there's certain things that, let's say, is not going well, and you go like, okay, forget about that.
You can't do that step, forget that, that looks terrible.
Because you don't have time to make that person get the step. If they're doing it 3-4 times and they still didn't get it, you change it right there, and you go, okay, we're changing it to something else.
It really is. No, it really is.
You need to know where all the cameras are and how big is the floor, and you do the whole choreography. And it's just so much pressure on you as far as not just the dancer, who you are as a teacher and a choreographer and all those things put together. And then obviously you get different types of celebrities. Let's say I danced with Tucker this season before. There's nothing, you could really put into the choreography
Right.
to make
You did
it.
good. You just
Yeah,
sat
you
him,
did.
sat him
That's
down.
right.
Like,
We
people
remember
go-
Tucker.
people go
You
to
did
the-
a
Don't
great
move.
job.
Yeah,
I'm just
they
going
go,
to spin around
you know,
you and hopefully
what-
we'll make it.
There is
Yes,
so
but-
much that goes into the show, I have to say, and you guys
Yeah.
make it look so easy. You do such a great job.
Thanks.
Thank
It's
you.
a great show. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and of
Sure.
course, the book as well.
Yeah, the book's great.
Joey Lawerence, Elena Grinenko. So pleased to have them here. And of course, you can check out Dancing with the Stars, Jive, Samba, and Tango, your way to the best shape in your life. It's at bookstores everywhere. Now, many people think that wealth will solve all their problems, but as our next guest will tell you, that's not always the case. In his new drama series, money is causing a whole lot of problems. We're so happy to be joined by Seth Gabel. He's an actor in the new ABC drama Dirty Sexy Money that premieres tonight. Seth, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Now, with a title like Dirty Sexy Money, this show is attracting a lot of attention. Tell us about the show.
The show is so much fun. It's about this billionaire family that has so much money that they don't know what to do with themselves. I just calculated it in the car. We have $32 billion, which means that if you spend $1 million every day, it would take you 87 years to spend all the money. So it's basically about us just going around trying to figure out what to do with ourselves. My character, Jeremy Darling, spends his time sort of drinking and hobnobbing with other celebrities and basically getting into trouble. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play it.
All right, well, let's take a look at a clip from the show. Here's a bit of Dirty Sexy Money.
Dad's gonna kill me.
He's not gonna kill you.
Then he'll have me killed.
Can you just give us a minute, please? I'll talk to him. It's gonna be all right.
It's not gonna do any good, all right? He thinks I'm a loser, and he's right. And look at me. I can't even win a yacht without getting arrested. I have the worst life in the world.
Jeremy.
What I do, Nick?
Jeremy, shut up.
What?
You have all the money you're ever gonna need. You're never gonna have to work a day in your life. 30,000 people die of starvation every day. Did you know that? Every day.
Yeah, 7 billion people.
No, the point is that life for most people is a living hell. Your life is not the worst life in the world by any stretch of the imagination. Any.
When we see you talking about the money there in that clip, I mean, what have you learned about wealth while making this show?
It doesn't answer all your problems. I mean, we think that it's going to make things a little bit easier. It's going to make life a little bit more fun, but it turns out it just sort of raises the stakes. Any problems that you did have at any point in your life are just made a little bit bigger by having the money and a little bit more popular by having the media attention on you, which makes it even harder.
And speaking of that attention, I mean, wealthy families are constantly in the spotlight, from the Kennedys to the Hiltons to the Osbournes. Does Dirty Sexy Money draw any parallels to these families?
I think it does. I mean, we don't base it upon anyone in particular, but it's sort of an eclectic mix of all of those stories, and you can definitely see elements of all those families in the Darlings, and I think it's quite well represented.
And you're working with an incredible cast on this one. Big stars, Donald Sutherland, Peter Krause, Billy Baldwin. I mean, tell us what it's like on set. What's the chemistry like?
It's incredible. Everyone is so humble. I mean, there are numbers on the call sheets where, Peter Krause will be #1, Donald Sutherland #2, but no one acts like they're number one. When you're on the set, everyone is just pulling together as a team, there to make the best work that we possibly can, and they're so generous. They're so generous with the other actors. I mean, you hear about stars sometimes leaving when the shot is not on them and it's on the guy, that this is his first job. But everyone is there from the first reading of the script to the last shot of the day, and it's just spectacular to work with them.
Nice. And you've been on another great show. You were on Nip Tuck, where you were part of definitely another dysfunctional family there. It looks like a little theme for you.
Yeah, I've had some good experience with some dysfunction.
And now, what else do you have going on? Because I hear that we can expect to see you on the big screen next year.
Yeah, I did a small bit in Kids in America with Topher Grace, and that's another fun movie. It's there's not as much wealth in it, but the 80s is very wealth-centric, so it sort of has some similar moments to our show.
Very nice. Well, Seth, we will definitely be looking for the premiere of this one tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You bet. And you can check out Dirty Sexy Money beginning tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern on ABC. Now, that's all the buzz that we have for you today, but make sure to check us out on demand at the entertainment section at abcnews.com. I'm Alisha Davis in New York. Thanks so much for watching this edition of What's the Buzz?